There's a profile of you online that you didn't create, didn't approve, and probably don't know exists. Scammers use it, marketers sell it, and today I'm going to show you how to fight back. Hi, I'm Chris Durst, but you can call me Grammy. Let's talk about your digital footprint. You may not know what it is, but I can assure you scammers and marketers absolutely do. And right now, they're using it to decide whether you're a good target. So today we're going to talk about what your digital footprint actually is, where it comes from, and most importantly, what you can do to shrink it. I've also put together a free printable checklist that covers everything we'll be talking about today and more step by step so you can work through it at your own pace. You can download it at askgrammy.com, but let's go through everything here and I'll remind you about the checklist again later. So, what exactly is your digital footprint? Simply put, it's everything about you that exists online. Your name, your address, your phone number, your birthday, and other things you might not expect, like what you've purchased, where you've been, and what you've searched for, and so much more. Some of it you put out there yourself, but a whole lot of it you had absolutely no idea was there. And here's something I really want you to hear. Scammers don't always just pick their victims at random. Some do a good deal of homework first. They use your digital footprint to figure out who you are, what your pain points are, and what you really like, and how to sound convincing when they call. And data brokers, companies whose entire business is collecting and selling your personal information, are packaging everything they know about you and selling it to marketers, to advertisers, and yes, sometimes that data ends up in the wrong hands entirely. Now, here's the good news. You can't erase everything. That's just the truth, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But you can absolutely shrink your footprint. You can make yourself a harder target. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today. Let's start with data brokers. These are companies. You've probably never heard of them. They have names like Spokio, White Pages, Been Verified, or Intellius. And right now, today, they have a profile on you, your age, your address history, your relatives' names, your estimated income, your arrest record, if you have one. And all of it is sitting there available to anyone who's willing to pay a few dollars. The good news is most of them are required by law to remove your information if you ask. It's called opting out and it's free. Is it tedious? I won't lie. Yes, it can be, but not always. And I've included direct links to each of them in the downloadable list so you're not hunting around trying to find out where to go. There's also a free tool from Google. It's called Results About You, which helps you find where your information is showing up online and request its removal. And that link is on the checklist as well. Oh, and one more thing while we're on the topic. You can opt out of those pre-screened credit card and insurance offers that bombard you at optoutprescreen.com. That's actually a legitimate, federally authorized site, and it cuts off one more stream of your information changing hands. Next, let's move on to your social media privacy settings. I know, you've heard this before. Blah, 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 blah. But have you actually done anything about it? I want you to really think about what's publicly visible on your Facebook profile right now. Your birthday, your hometown, possibly your maiden name, where you went to school, your family members' names. This is a gift basket for a scammer. Every one of those details can be used to answer security questions or build a convincing story or make a targeted phone call feel very personal. The checklist will walk you through the specific settings worth checking on Facebook, including one that a lot of people forget, and that's reviewing which apps are connected to your Facebook account. You might be surprised what's in there because at some point in time, something captured your attention, and in a moment of whimsy and spontaneity, you clicked it. Enough said. Now, let's talk about your email. First, I want you to go to haveibeenpwned.com. I'll spell that out for you. It's HAVEIBENPWNED.com. I know it doesn't make any sense. And it's slang for being dominated, defeated, or compromised. It's a long story having to do with gamers. It's something they said and it stuck. Anyway, once you're there, enter your email address and it will show you every known data breach your email has been involved in. And it might genuinely surprise you. If your email shows up in a breach, change that password. While we're talking about email, a couple of other things worth doing in this section: go through your inbox and unsubscribe from email lists you no longer use. I'm serious. Why do you just keep deleting that unread daily email from a store you shopped at once instead of just unsubscribing? Every list you're on is one more place where your email address lives. I also want you to consider stopping the habit of using your main email address for contests, signups, and loyalty programs. Instead, create a free junk Gmail account just for those. This way, your real inbox, the one where you get email from friends and family, your bank, and other important email, stays cleaner and stays out of more databases. Now, let's talk about your Google account if you have one. Did you know you can see everything Google has collected about you? Your search history, apps that are connected to your account. How about a personal private map of places you've visited, routes you've taken, and modes of transportation you've used? Go to myaccount.google.com, click on Data and Privacy, and you may find a whole list of things you've completely forgotten about, like old apps that still have permission to access your account, or location history going back for years. You can turn all of that off, and you should. And finally, passwords and old accounts. If you're still using the same password in multiple places, let's fix that today. I know it's not easy to remember a lot of different passwords, but a password manager is not as complicated as it might sound. Bitwarden, Bitwarden, is free, it's well regarded, and it does the hard work for you. Here's a tip on the checklist that a lot of people don't think about. If you're using a Chrome browser, go to Google Password Manager. You'll find it at myaccount.google.com, then go to Security and Sign In, then Password Manager. Take a look at what's in there. Most people are genuinely surprised at how many accounts they've forgotten they even have.
How many?
Too many.
Look at that list, and I can practically guarantee you're going to find places where you signed in once, set up a password, maybe the password that you use for everything else because it's easy to remember, and then forgot all about having that. That list is your starting point for tracking down old accounts and closing the ones you no longer use, because every old account you've abandoned is a door, and you don't know who still has the key. When you're ready to start closing them, just visit the sites individually, log in, and delete. Also, there's a free resource called Just Delete Me. You can find that at justdeleteme.xyz. I know, doesn't sound like it's a real site, but it is, justdeleteme.xyz. They have direct links to the account deletion page of hundreds of popular websites. And that can take a lot of hunting out of the process if you have accounts with a lot of popular sites. Okay, none of this requires you to be a tech expert. It just requires a lot of time and a checklist to keep you on track, which is exactly why I made one for you. If you head over to askgrammy.com, depending on when you're seeing this video, currently you'll see that the top post here has to do with that digital footprint. If you just click on that post, it's going to bring you through to a full article that reiterates a lot of what I've said in this video, but goes a bit deeper as well. You'll find that free printable checklist right here. And at the bottom of it, just click on download and you can grab that. Alternatively, if you're not finding this post on the homepage because maybe you're seeing this video at a later date, just pop up to the top of the page and in the menu, you will see something that says free checklists. If you click on that, you're going to find this checklist as well as a number of others that you may find useful. Once you're there, just click on download the free checklist and it's going to download it for you automatically. I'm not going to ask you for an email address or any other information. This is important and I want you to be able to get this without any hassles and without ending up on another list. I'm also going to include a direct link to the post in the comments below. So once you've printed this out, work through it when you have a little spare time. You don't have to do it all at once. Pick one section at a time. Even finishing one section makes you a harder target. And please, while you're here, be sure to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and follow me for more content like this. I'm Grammy saying thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.